Are you having thoughts about being transgender? Maybe you're a parent and your child has expressed feelings about being transgender. Well, stay tuned because in this video, we're going to go over how to know you are transgender. Hello everyone, my name is Chloe Alice and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, in this channel we go over LGBTQ education to help educate and prepare yourself for the real world. In this video we're going to go over how to know you are transgender and also give some tips and tricks if you find out that you are. Before we start, this is a full disclaimer. If you are transgender, that is awesome. It is a wonderful thing, and it is okay to be transgender. There are hundreds of thousands of people around the world that are just like you. I didn't find out that I was transgender until about 19 years old, but feeling like I was different long before I realized what I actually was. About 12 years old or so is the furthest that I can remember that I started liking different things than my guy friends would. I used to live with, I had sisters. I had stepsisters. They were younger than me. And I would like to go in secret and try on their clothes. I don't know why their clothes fascinated me. It was just something that I was drawn to. I liked the pretty colors and how the fabric felt. I would always try and get my sisters to put makeup on me because I enjoyed wearing the makeup and feeling pretty. And that brings me to my very first point. You might be transgender if you like things that your assigned gender doesn't normally like. So in my case, I liked wearing girls' clothing, wearing makeup. Maybe you like playing with dolls or other girls' toys. Things that your typical boy, male gender don't normally like playing with. I remember back in high school, my first girlfriend, she would let me try on some of her clothes and be able to feel pretty because she kind of knew what I was going through, but she didn't really understand. So she kind of just went with it because she liked being with me. But then eventually we broke up, and when we tried to get back together, she felt really different. She didn't want to get back together with me because she felt weird about me because of these things that I liked wearing girl clothes. I remember one year for Halloween, my neighbor let me use one of her cheerleading outfits, and I was a cheerleader for Halloween. Well, I ended up taking a picture and sending it to her, and somehow it got out to some of her friends in school and around to some of my friends, and my friend came up to me and told me that we don't do this kind of thing. Like, I don't know what's going on, but we don't do this. That brings me to my second point. You might be transgender if you feel like nobody understands you. They couldn't understand how I was feeling this way. They couldn't understand why I enjoyed wearing girls' clothing, why I enjoyed putting makeup on, why I didn't conform to what other boys like. I had to start hiding what I was feeling a lot more. I had to bury it down so that nobody would ever see it because they didn't get it. It wasn't normal to them. It was weird. It made me feel weird. It made me feel embarrassed to even have these thoughts. Eventually, I got older and I started getting more testosterone in my body as I was going through puberty, and I started getting more muscles. My voice started getting deeper. I started getting hairier, and I just didn't like it. I didn't enjoy all these changes that were happening to my body, which brings me to my third point. You might be transgender if you don't like the way you feel in your body. A lot of people who are transgender don't enjoy the way that they feel in their body, which urges them even more to pursue transitioning, to get hormones, to change the way that their body looks, to make them feel more like themselves. In my case, I started taking hormones. I started getting less hair. My muscle mass started to reduce, and it has made me feel a lot more like myself and a lot more confident in my body. So if you've resonated with these 3 points and you are starting to realize maybe you are transgender, I have a couple tips for you to help you not freak out in this situation. Tip number 1, take a breath and relax. Tip number 2, understand that you are not alone and it is okay to be transgender. Like I said before, there are hundreds of thousands of transgenders around the world that are just like you. You are not alone. You are not weird. It is a thing, I promise. Tip number 3, confide in someone that you really, really trust. Talking with somebody can really help calm your nerves and really help understand more of the situation that you're going through. Plus, having friends are awesome, and not being able to tell somebody something huge in your life can be really bad for your health. Educate yourself more on what transgender is, what being transgender is, and the processes of transitioning via YouTube. I spent numerous hours in the middle of the night looking on my phone on YouTube, going over transgender videos, figuring out what hormones are, how to change my name, how to dress. Educate yourself to better yourself. Tip number 5, be excited for the future of your wonderful life. Being transgender is an amazing experience and opportunity that a lot of people will never understand. You get to go from being one gender that you were assigned to being a completely different gender with a whole bunch of different conversations and life experiences that a lot of people will never see in their lifetime. It is an exciting and wonderful life. Let's rewind. If you like things the gender you were assigned don't normally like, you feel like nobody around you understands you, or you don't like the way that you feel in your body, you might just be transgender. In that case, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell so you can be notified every time that I put out a video to help better educate you. And if you would like to watch more about my transition story, click on that video right there. Until then, see you later, guys. Bye.